Now we'll look at how do we access M-Files and what does it look like. So there's three ways to access M-Files. You may have noticed that there's a desktop icon that's been added. So you can double click that, it'll open M-Files. There's also the M-Files icon beside the clock at the bottom right. And there's also the disk drive. So if you're in My Documents or something like that, on the left side you'll see an M-Files logo on your G drive. If we double click any of the options, we'll be brought to this home screen here, and you can see that there are 7 sections involved with this home screen. So in the first one, it's labeled as the task pane on the left side. You can see that you're able to create new documents, time off requests, create new views, or assignments. There's also a section, if you're highlighting a document, you can then decide if you want to check out that document, look at its properties, make a copy, look at its history. And there's also the navigation section at the bottom there, so you can come back to the home screen, see documents that have been assigned to you that you've gotten checked out or favorited. If we look at the second section, it's actually the search bar at the top. This is where you would input your keywords or your search phrase to find your documents. In the third section, it's the views section, so you can see all your views when you're at the home screen. If you had entered a search and hit enter, your results will be listed there. The fourth section is a listing window, so you can see all the documents that you've recently accessed. And then the fifth, sixth, and seventh section is the metadata, preview, and home page. So if you're highlighting on a document, if you're on the metadata tab, you can then see all the different tags or metadata that have been associated or saved to that document. If you select the preview tab, you can then actually see the contents of that file without opening it. And then the home screen is just another section for you to create new documents, time off requests, and just get a sneak peek, I guess, at the things that you're able to do. That was the desktop client. There's also the M-Files web. So if you open a web browser and type in tic.taggart.online, you'll be brought to a login page where you would insert your TG login credentials, so your TG login username and password. And then you'll be brought to this home screen here, which looks very familiar to the desktop client that we logged into earlier. The major difference here with the web interface, it's very good at retrieving documents, but when it comes to saving or editing documents, it's not the best option for you. But if you're somewhere and you need to retrieve and find a document, the web version is great. The final one here is the M-Files mobile. So very similar, you download the M-Files app, and you'll be brought to a login page with the server username and password. The server would be tic.taggart.online, and then the username and password is your TG login account again. So if you log in, you can see the home screen is very different. But all the functionality is there that was included in the M-Files client, at least most of it. So if you look at the home screen, you can see documents that are assigned to you. You can see your favorites, recently accessed, documents checked out to you, perform searches, or look at the views that have been created.